Hello, everybody, and welcome. Just have to share link. Just a moment. Then I can allow you to find me here as well. There's a link. I need to find the group. So here we go. Share here and then everywhere. Yes. Good evening and welcome here to this first time of celebration of the awakening of the cosmic consciousness in Earth people. So here we are Earth people. And for a couple of years, an awakening has been going on. And I have been hired. I am one of the chosen to share these capacities, these availabilities. And we open the energy together here to allow everybody to find us before we are opening the teachings and the activations. So we are here, and the entrance to join in is your intention and your sense of yourself through your bodily experience. So to breathe and settle in, choosing to sense yourself through your bodily experience. That's a gate. That's how we meet here in the energy. So perhaps you sense something changes when you are arriving in a mutual field created for this experience. I'm Marianne Lane. I'm a modern shaman of the new era, working within a lot of different spheres and levels, and with a lot of different consciousness groups. The groups that works with the medbed capacity is a cosmic consciousness group. They are working all over the universe together whenever a being, a live being in the physical reality, is ready to carry and contain cosmic capacities. And actually, it's thousands of years since this species opened the capacity to carry cosmic consciousness. But somehow we are the first being, the first creature that continuously carry it and then allow it to be dismissed Allow it to disappear. Continuously, as a breath, carry consciousness and non-consciousness. And as we, in the collective consciousness of Earth people, have reached a mutual capacity for 7 to 13D, it ignites and reunites the capacity that awakened here 1,000 years ago. And that's what we will gather around here. That's what we will be comforted with into this awakening of the carriage of the medbed capacity. I was called upon a couple of years ago and were asked perhaps more than 10 times if I would open for the entrance of the medbed capacity, and I continuously disagreed. Thought it was odd, thought it was something, like space people would work with, and a lot of people talked about it, wrote about it, but I didn't have, you could say, a resonance with what was spoken about. So I didn't sense that this was something that I should work with. But after it continuously invited me, I tried, just put up a post. Would anybody appreciate within my followers to participate in this? Open the medbed capacity in your own energy. It's not like it's something physical that we buy or create. It's something we carry within already. And so many people were ready. And we opened the first round, and where everybody was taught not only how to use it, but also what was carrying it and how does it work, and how can you create ones for your close ones. How do you hold these capacities for other people, your close ones, as the first steps? And the response was unbelievable. So many people told about how good it worked for them, with so many different things that shifted. And here we are opening now for a free available, opening to everybody, this medbed capacity. And we will open it, we will activate it, and you will have a small manual to how to use it. The reason why this is possible now is because the mutual field of Earth people have developed the last the 2 years that have passed since we began the work with the medbed capacity. And the strength in the mutual field have now reached the potential where I can carry it in, and you can allow it to be mirrored into your capacity and see what it brings you. In the beginning, it cost a lot of energy for me to deliver this as a channel and as one of the chosens for this kind of work. We are all chosen. Nobody is more important. Everybody is equally important and necessary in this earth. But for this work, I have been one of the chosens to carry it in just because. And here we are joining courses, and if you sense this would be something I would try, allow yourself to step in by choosing it with your intention and your sense of your body and entrance through your bodily experience, just by breathing and relaxing. I channel in different stages and different levels, and now I'm called upon to go deeper into the channeling state, channeling the energy. This medbed capacity is carried in through the universal consciousness that carries technology, the wisdom that carries itself, technology that is alive because it creates humans, bestowed people, and community civilization that thrives. Technology that creates beings, humans, that carries souls, that carries love capacity, wisdom availability. Technology that creates a reality that's non-thriving, where everybody in this reality is non-thriving. That's non-conscious technology. The medbed capacity is carried as a conscious technology. It opens in this availability that we're working with here, that we're bringing in. It works in your energy, your own energetic system, and the energy field of consciousness that is yours solely. Breathe, and if you choose to accompany us here, be adventurous as you enter this sphere, this realm that unifies consciousness and capacity for consciousness throughout the universe. Maybe you are carrier of the sensitivity that allows you to see when this opens from within. Maybe you're more devoted to the physical reality and sense these small changes in frequencies and capacities and functionality in your energy as something that comes with the reflection, the consequence of the changes. No matter where you are devoted with your consciousness, this works as it's natural. It works as it's something that you would have been carried if all people didn't carry reflections from survival system deeper and higher than anything else. The breakdown of our own capacity have been prevailing and existing in our reality for thousands of years. With this gate that opens in these years, we are carrying this capacity in, and if we use it for our own thriving, we will be beacons that support the arrival in our mutual field, both in the energy and also as an actual technology, because it will arrive as an inspiration to the ones that's able and capable to create it in reality. I'm not such a channel. I'm the channel that opens and supports the evolution and the creation within the energy, within the capacity of your energy field of consciousness and your energy system, by enhanced development, enhanced evolution, carried in through your own connection that opens from within. So this is not something superficial. This is not something superstitial. This is your own truth. This is your own purity that carries your own capacity. We are using frames, we are using advanced consciousness technology from the cosmic levels and the cosmic groups that works with the development of consciousness throughout the universe. But it will only be accepted in your system if it's recognized as yourself. So it's like invitations and revelations more than you actually can call it installations. Soft breathing, allowing yourself to sense whatever and nothing at all, allowing it to be what it is. Adventurous, see if there's any call or nothing at all. The energy is enhancing preparation for what we are naming the activation, even though that's not the true word. It's more recognition than activation. Each and every one of us have our own team, cosmic team that works with the medbed technology, the medbed capacity, and they are now surrounding you. Begins the measurements, the preparation for the creation of your medbed capacity. Breathe. Allow it by your curiosity and your conscious availability by being the observer. As they begin the measurements, you could call it, they call upon the support to create your personal support through your connection throughout the universe. Your eternal soul that is love have so many connections that we can't comprehend, and some of you know of them, but you don't need to know of them to receive this support, this activation or revelation, a recognition. Every kind of physical or emotional experience or happening from within as this is going on is just a sign that something is happening. You can't read in it. You can't tell what it says about anything at all. It's just showing off that something is going on. Breathe soft, deep. Slowly, your cosmic Merkaba ignites. The cosmic Merkaba is a cubic form with a cubic form that supports your consciousness and carriage of itself. The Merkaba condition related to the earthly sphere is created by three-sided pyramids that's embedded within each other, created the self-carrying consciousness in earthly dimensions, earthly variations. But this is the cosmic Merkaba. It opens the carriage of your cosmic capacity, your cosmic consciousness, your cosmic energy system that's needed to carry in this technology, this medbed capacity within your own system. It can give a lot of different sensations, a lot of different experiences when this opens here, and nothing. Allow yourself to be curious, adventurous, and see whatever appears. Everything is perfect no matter where it is. As your cosmic Merkaba appears, ignites, sparks. If you have such a sensitivity, such a sense of reality, you might experience your energy system related to your consciousness grow. Suddenly it's here, supporting your energy system related to your body, your emotions, your thoughts, your subconscious levels. It's already here, been here for thousands and thousands of years. But the energy system related to the consciousness is so fresh, so new, appeared only in 2012, developed since, now with the presence in our mutual consciousness and aligning with technology and our usage of technology and the consciousness it creates. Allow a purposely ignition and growth and evolution of our consciousness within ourselves and in our mutuality as well. It's not something we can force. It's not something we can create by yourself, but we can devote ourselves to be curious and be present and allow it to show us what's possible, by instance, with this adventure here. Your personal medbed team now begins the creation of the invitation for your system. Maybe you sense the activation and it's brought in, and your system takes it in. Breathe. Especially if you sense something is tensing, something is strange. Create a sigh or two intentionally. Your medbed have its primary usage and work performing when you sleep through the night, but it's always present and support your consciousness into your natural capacity to be restored, to be healed, to be refreshed, to be recreated through your system that's already here. But as our system for thousands of years has brought itself down in a daily breath, it has been difficult for us as a species and as a personal being to reach the capacity and to allow it an availability that opens the full potential of it. This medbed capacity is a step forward to create your, not only your connection, but your availability, your communication, and your free will to choose to be receiving, to be the receiving. And by being the receiving, you create the consciousness foundation that can carry in and deliver so much more than we can comprehend to sustain our energy in all our dimension, all our existence. You don't need to believe in this, but being adventurous and try it as it is with this small manual that we open after this activation, installation. It's actually a deliverance of an invitation. You can have your own revelation, your own proof that maybe you can't tell anybody else about it because it's beyond language. But you can still have your own experience and express it with other with the same experience as we are gathering here. As its primarily usage and functionality opens in your sleep, we create a support in the area where you're sleeping, in the energy. And this is also cosmic technology that's mirror shamanic capacities that we know about in earthly realms, that we know about in how energy works here when you work with energy. You know about how to create energy field, enhanced energy field, and portals, and supportive fields, health fields. When you work with shamanic capacities, this is different because it's cosmic capacities, but it's delivered in the shamanic capacities to ensure that it's already existing here for some. When it's delivered through the cosmic capacities, it's delivered to everyone. Some people will be able to acknowledge this field that exists where they sleep. Some might even see it. It will follow you wherever you sleep. To ensure it ignites, it's a good idea when you go to sleep that you are greeting it, addressing it. Maybe say, "Thank you, please. I would like to ignite, activate my med-bed capacity." And when you're awake again, say, "Thank you, and I'm releasing, I'm shutting off my med-bed capacity." It will still be there, but in another level, another version. It will never use energy that you are needing yourself. It only uses the surplus energy and enhance your surplus energy to be more. And you can work with this sentence. How do I use my surplus energy to create more surplus energy? A lot of us has been used to use every surplus energy to work, to bring us joy, to bring other people peace or joy, do something with it that you could say somehow will create a kind of surplus. But the surplus energy that we need to create with the surplus energy here is what's open to the levitation, the activation of our levitation, you can say, or sense of surplus energy, of sense of being carried from within, or sense of enough, you could say. So how can you use your sense of enough to create more sense of enough from within? And to find what gives you a sense of enough from within that's easy accessible, that doesn't take anything to reach it. That's a treasure hunt that I will invite you in. And no matter if you will go on working with your med-bed capacity or not, this treasure hunt of the treasures that brings you energy, higher frequencies, joy, that is available for you and especially your version, it's worth it. But when we are activating or rememorizing in our system the med-bed capacity and enhance it with this cosmic energy technology, then you really will kind of boost the med-bed delivery for your system when you're in your daytime or in your awakening hours. Will ensure that you are checking in on these available enhancement of your sense of enough. It will be different day by day what can reach you and what can greet you, enhance your sense of enough. So to have like a whole array, a storage of different possibilities for different states of consciousness, different days, how it is. That's the treasure from within. And to carry that, to collect it, is worth it by itself. But here, when we are on adventure with medbed capacities, a cosmic technology, it's open to a whole new level of the experience with the medbed capacity. I will not here talk about all the different sharings that's already delivered by people who use this. I will allow it to be pristine, completely new here, and then in the group, in the Facebook group, where we will meet for this first meeting, and also the next one that's in the schedule, and that's on the schedule already. And next one on the schedule already will be, just checking in here as the energy is balancing itself, the 28th of January, and it will be in 10 p.m. Central European Time, and it has actually been moved because it was at 9. So please be aware if you've seen it anywhere beforehand that it will be at 10. And we will, if you find the group, and I will put up links to the group in the post here. I will give a list of what's already been as a response to the users. I'm so thrilled to share this in open platforms. It has until now only been in closed groups. When you work with energies, an enhanced field, and with the capacities that I expect, and not only expect, I demand it, that it works enough for everybody to have a sense of it somehow. Then the field really needs to be mature before you can hold it in an open field. And I'm really thrilled about it's already here, only working with this for a couple of years. And so, excited to see how it will be received, how you will sense it, how you will experience it. Yeah. Now your cosmic Merkaba contains the carriage, and your intention of using it is all it takes. You're being conscious, being aware, being awake about anything that change, and be aware of the smaller things that can have a huge meaning, is an enhancement of your collaboration with the medbed capacity, because it's enhanced when you experience it work by yourself in your own sense, not because somebody is telling you that's old era ways. It doesn't work in the new era anyway. If somebody tells you and you believe in it and you don't have your own experience, it will not work anymore. So for you to be present, aware, awake, curious, and see what arrives, small things, that's a collaboration. The smaller things could be, have an odd sleep, don't sleep as much as you know you need, and still experience yourself being fresh. Experience yourself under pressure, that you still can sense yourself. Experience that somebody is challenging you and it doesn't challenging you at all, not as you're used to it. Smaller things that you suddenly know what you should do for yourself in the daytime, and you do it without thinking about it, just naturally. And to some, this is every day, but to some, this could be new. This kind of things. Somebody is having a bad time and throwing it on you, and you're not receiving it the same way as you used to. That's small signs with huge meanings to it. To sense this, to be aware of it, and see how it develops with your usage of the bed capacity is an invitation to how to collaborate and to work with this capacity from within. A mørkeber er en makaber in Danish. Maybe I'm not pronouncing it right. Yes, because English is not my primary language. I'm Danish. You for sure can hear that, or for sure can hear that my pronunciation is not fulfilled. A mørkeber, that's through 2 3-sided pyramids that's embedded within each other, where you have the top of the pyramid goes into each direction. So it's like 2 pyramids in opposite directions within each other. That's what you normally will see as a Merkaba. And that Merkaba is the symbol for the self-carriage of Earth consciousness. I have actually tried to have the cosmic Merkaba drawing, but it's not possible. The cosmic Merkaba, you have a cubic form and 2 cubic forms that's embedded with each other, but kind of shifted 90 degrees in 2 directions. In Danish, makaben, det er 2 tresidede pyramider, der sidder med spidsen imod hinanden, inde i hinanden. Det symboliserer den jordiske bevidsthed, der bærer sig selv. Den kosmiske bevidsthed, der bærer sig selv, har den kosmiske makabe, og den kan man ikke tegne. Vi har i hvert fald forsøgt. Og det er 2 terninger, der sidder inde i hinanden for skudt, sådan ligesom 90 grader. Så de sidder inde i hinanden og symboliserer den kosmiske selvbærende bevidsthed. Thank you for the questions. Thank you for the questions. The Merkabas symbolizes the consciousness that carries itself and have a primarily response to itself before anything else. We have a difficulty here that our consciousness responds to everything else before self. And it creates a fluttering, disturbed consciousness field and a difficult carriage of the consciousness energy system. If we have reached a mutual level of consciousness that opens from 7D to 13D, this really special occasion of consciousness evolution allow us to, with a small support, to reach this shift where our consciousness goes from responding from everything but itself to be responding to itself. When your consciousness responds to itself and then to everything else, then all responses will be an enhancement of your self-carriage, of your self-consciousness, your energy, your self-knowingness. And all our ideas of being self-centered in a negative version actually comes from a cramp of trying to be collected as you are only reflecting everything else but yourself. So when you are reflecting from within, what you call self-centered will, in a negative way, will not exist. It's not needed anymore. So that's actually a sign of it existing. You're not fighting to be anymore. You just be. And have a sense of availability and sense of space for everybody else to be. That's a huge sign of the existence when you're carrying this consciousness capacity. Thank you for the questions. Any other questions that comes up or sharings? When you are sleeping the same place a lot of times, or when you have remembered the ignition, the activation, the communication with your medbed a lot of times, it will be stronger. You will perhaps sense it more, or it might even ignite by itself. It will invite you, when you begin to use it in the daytime, to reflect more healthy, more balanced, and to begin to have urges to do something that's better for yourself. The more you can listen to this, the more you can go with this, the stronger it will work, both by your choices and with this extra support. Remember, it's natural. Remember, it's something that could have been here already if our consciousness by choice, no, by chance, suddenly 10,000 years ago, unexpectedly ignited the survival system, the fear and the need system in each of our dimensions, each of the reflections that we are creating with our consciousness, creating the strongest and the most weak consciousness in the universe at the same time. This has, right in these years, an availability to merging into something new. And these Merkaba consciousness availabilities or states of consciousness, they are kind of gates or kind of what it is, depending on how you see it. You don't need to understand all of this, but to some of you, this will make so much sense. And perhaps you will support you in to the work with this. So don't see it as something necessary. Don't see it as something important. See it as something extra when I deliver all these details. I'm studying. I'm a seer. I'm a voyager within the energy, with an odd capacity for that, with odd possibilities. And these odd possibilities, they are suitable for this kind of work, so I have been one of the chosen ones. Why is it called medbed? I avoided these courses so long because I thought it was about something else. I had so much discussion with that word, but the reason why it's want to be called medbed is because there are other people who work with channeling that for a long time have been connected with other civilizations when they have medbeds as technologies. When they have medbed technologies and they use it in their everyday life as a support for health, and for them something so natural as for us to switch on the light or go to bed and use a pillow and a duvet, so they will have the medbed. And As a channel, I'm invited in. I'm chosen to bring it in. And I have a little space of freedom for different things. But this was locked. And I was also told that the reason for the name of it was also because it will, to some people, it will activate a memory of it. And as we're working in it, the technology they are using in the other civilization is also what will be brought in if we, with our work here, can deliver the knowledge, the measurements, the reassurance that this is working here enough and in a stability version that can be carried into everyone through actual technology. That actually technology that these medbed teams are ready to deliver to us if it will work will be called medbeds. Yeah. Thank you for the question. I don't quite understand all of this, but I sense something happening. So I'll just try to stay open also because I trust in you. Thank you so much for the trust. I'm so touched because I know it's earned by experiences. Thank you. And that's all you need to try it. And yes, I will try in the group to write what you can say and how to use it. A small manual. Write it in the group. It's not necessary to be. So now I'm losing. Det er ikke nødvendigt at deltage igen den 28. Det er nok at høre med den her en gang. Det bliver det samme igen. Men jeg har altid lidt andet ord med, og sådan, ja. So there's a question, is it necessary to participate again the 28th next time? But no, it's not necessary. It will be the same. But because I'm channeling and I have a small space of being, choosing myself, and your questions might be different, then it will perhaps be different, but it's not necessary. And the manual will be in Danish as well. It's already in Danish, so we will actually need to translate it to English. Thank you for the participation. Så manualen er allerede på dansk. Vi skal have den oversat til engelsk. Yeah. So excited here. Jeg er så spændt. And I hope that it worked okay also for the Danish participants here, that it's in English. I know my English is slow and with the pretty simple words, so that might help, even though my pronunciation is not the best. Oops. And with this, we are slowly landing here. The group, I'll just find the group for you. Shouldn't I do that? Just a moment. Give you the link. I bring you the link. Here's the link for the group. Looking forward to sleep. Thank you very much. And I think you have a fine English. Easy to understand. Thank you so much. So now our medbed teams, personal ones, they are slowly releasing. Our Merkaba, cosmic Merkaba, is slowly closing down. ensuring the balance with the activation or the carriage of the medbed capacity, that it will meet you where you are in your actual degree of expansion in your consciousness, your actually carriage of your energy system for your consciousness, that no matter where you are, that the medbed capacity will reach you. This slow, balanced closure of the Merkaba ensures that. Thank you so much. From my heart, thank you. Doing a great job. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Very beautiful and exciting what it happens. So much to work with the continuously development of this meter. And it develops and have developed into different branches into these 2 years. And I will be so thrilled to share that with you as well when the field agrees upon it. Until that, we have small teachings where people can attend in the pristine openings, and we have a Danish new group with the expansion of the medbed technology to healing capacities with what is called the lab. The cosmic lab will deliver substrates, and substrates is the creation of energy in the stage between the physical and the non-physical reality. And we will work with the deliverance of these to use the medbed technologies for healings. But that's in close group still. It's still with some kind of payment. Yes. A good question here. What happens if we will not shut it down when we are getting out of bed? It will actually close down by itself. So the only reason why we should meet it and greet it open and closing is because we will create a connection through our conscious consciousness and our subconsciousness, our non-conscious consciousness. And to meet it and to see what happens when we are igniting it and when we're closing it down, it is a space where we allow it to support us into the communication, into the invitation with, you can call it intuition, ignited through the medbed technology and through the medbed usage. Your intuition will be enhanced. And when you ignite it and when you're closing it down and use a small moment for this, it will open for this enhancement of your intuition. Great question as well. We also have a free will, and if we are not igniting it for weeks and months, it will slowly be closing down to ensure that it's something we choose. And no, the method is not described yet in the group. Yes. A little bit on our heels here. That's not something new. Yeah. But upfront with the energy work for sure. Hope you enjoyed it here. I'm looking so much forward to hear about your experiences, how you experience it. And then I will work on now finding the manual for you in Danish and translate it to English, and what other people have told about the use of it. Yes, I'll put up the Danish shortly. Perhaps the English will be here tomorrow. Tonight, when you go to bed, use a moment when you're there and ready to connect with your medbed and greet it and ignite it. Yes, and see what happens by itself. And I invite you to go a little bit before you normally will go to bed, to have time for it. And the same in the morning. I often put my alarm on 20 minutes before I need to go up, to be able to be with the sensation of the med bed before I close it down, to see what happens, how it supports me in the morning when there's a special freshment in the system, to be connected and to reflect and to receive recognitions and revelations, epiphanies. Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for the possibility. Thank you. Thank you for the question. Thank you for the divine meeting here, for your curiosity, and I sense your curiosity as well. I'm so appreciating this. Thank you so much, and hope to see you here and there. And if this is something special to you, I hope you will share.